Game over. 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 Game over.
Hey yo, what is going on everyone? Welcome to League Egos India Invitational version 3. It is match day 2. My name is Grizzly and this dude over here is my good friend Grey Knight. We're going to be bringing the live action for you guys today. What's going on, Grey Knight? How are you feeling today?
Early morning here stateside. I'm a little tired. Need to get some breakfast, but I can't be more excited for a new day as these wonderful people.
New day, and I'm excited about today's game, guys. The hype is real. We've been talking about having Team Asteria play in our League Ego India Invitational, and the day is finally here. They're going to be taking on ROG Academy. Both professional teams, both excellent players. I'm seeing their matchmaking ranks as well, and I'm like, wow, this is we're in for a treat today, man. We're in for a treat.
I believe so. I'm actually pretty excited. I got to search Meow16 and Casper a little bit, and I'm kind of happy that Meow16 plays the same game as I do. Apex is a beautiful game, and those who find success in it find success everywhere, as I like to say.
I hope you're right, and I hope you're right about today's game as well. Folks, if you're new to this, we are an esports organization and we conduct tournaments both in the US and in India. We do Valorant tournaments right now. We want to do everything we can from our side to invest into the Indian esports ecosystem, which is growing, and we're so excited to see how it has grown over the past few years. This is an 8-team knockout, and the teams are fighting for a prize pool of 50,000 rupees, folks. 50 big ones. You heard that right. Every match is going to be a best of 3, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5, and that is scheduled for Sunday. So if you're not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, I don't even know why you're not subscribed yet. So please do that and click on that bell icon so you get notified on when we go live. You do not want to miss the grand finals scheduled for this coming Sunday. I'm super pumped for that. Another quick announcement before we get into the map pool and eventually into the game as well, is that we are currently running a battle pass giveaway. It is live. We give away a new battle pass in Valorant every Wednesday, folks, and all you gotta do is follow us on Instagram. We pick a new winner every Wednesday, and that's exciting. If that excites you, make sure to jump into the description and head over to our Instagram. The map pool set for today is Haven, Ascent, and Split. We're gonna have ROG going into defense first. What are your thoughts on that, man? Haven.
Well, we've seen it in Haven yesterday and all the games before that came today, and Haven is a defender-sided map right now. I would love to see some attackers really break it open. We've seen every team have success when they switch, every team get more kills when they switch, every team perform better when they switch to defense. So Haven, in my opinion, is the most skill-based map. Definitely very hard to retake a site. As you've said multiple times over and over, the magic number will be in effect today very, very, very well. The forecast does read that if you do get Vishal's magic number, you might just be in a straight line to success.
And we'll talk about the magic number. I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring that up pretty soon, folks. Looks like we are more or less ready to get going. I'm just waiting for confirmation from Team Asteria if we can start. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited about that, folks. I also want to talk about the next game, which is scheduled for 10 p.m. today. It is another couple of heavyweights set to face off against each other. It's going to be Team Valor versus Reckoning Esports, 2 big names. We've already seen Reckoning do some incredible stuff in our version 2 tournament. Team Valor is with us for the first time, so I'm super pumped for that as well. So make sure you guys are tuned in for that game as well. But for now, it looks like we are more or less ready, and we're going to jump straight into Agent Select. Honest thoughts, Seth, do you think we will see a KO?
I really want to see a KO. I do not know these players too well, so I'm hoping that whoever can flick the most headshots takes the KO, or the person with the highest followers over here might just go for the KO play and just flex on these kids and just show them what Team Asteria truly is. Again, you know, they're my personal favorites. They're my absolute running team for the win going into this tournament, so I'm really supporting them. Again, I don't know any of these players in any of these teams, but from the way Vishal has told me about things and the way he's described these players, Asteria definitely seems to be the main team in the running, the main team who has the guts and the grit to take it all, and I think with a little bit of hard work and a little bit of skill, they might just be able to pull it off.
I think so too, man. I think so too. And I mean, agent compositions are something that are always exciting to see, and I just can't wait to see if we're gonna see a KO pick. Well, I mean, on a map like Haven, I'm not sure if you want to go with KO, honestly. As your main initiator, you may want to stick with someone like a Sova or someone who's even more versatile like Sky, and there you go. We can already see that Meow 16k has already locked onto that Sky pick. In fact, a double initiator composition. I did not expect that. From Team Asteria.
Treya just might become my favorite player today if she locks in Yoru. Again, I've told you, I have wanted to see a Yoru pick. I love that character. I know he's very underrated, but you can make some crazy things happen with Yoru, especially on a map like Haven. That she hovers onto the
There is no way, man. There is no way she's taking Yoru. She's trolling us right now. Because I know for a fact that she plays Cypher and Phoenix. But okay, it looks like she's going for Cypher today. Hey, I do want to talk about, I don't know if you've seen this, but there was a tournament recently where Shreya dropped a 40 bomb on Haven, on Phoenix.
Gosh.
I saw it live and I was losing my mind. And she was playing with a ping that was in excess of 100 against players who had way lesser ping than her. So I, for one, am super excited to see her repeat that kind of a performance. Folks, if you are just tuning in, Team ROG Academy is defending first, as you guys can see on your screens right now. It's going to be up to Team Asteria to see what they can pull off in this attacking first half.
You're telling me Rhea is called the magician. Do that with 100 and you have nothing but success lined up for you. The stars are in order, man. You don't do that. No human being can ever do that with 100. That's insane.
Right. Absolutely. Alright, it looks like there is an issue, a technical issue, and we may need to relobby. Just a second, folks. My apologies for that.
What's happening? Talk to me, Wish.
It looks like we've got the cheats on, man, in the room, and that just might be my bad. Yikes. Sorry about that, folks.
Disable the cheats?
I think that might be a good idea. I think that might be a good idea, yeah, to disable the cheats. But hey, yeah, we were talking about Shreya and dropping that 40 bomb, and if we see a similar performance like that today, it will be pretty interesting. But hey, we're talking about Team Asteria, but let's not forget, ROG Academy are here to play as well, alright? And some of these players are super high elo players, and I'm excited to see how that's gonna go down.
Anyone who's got an immortal ranking in my book has an insane amount of just respect from me. Like, I do not know how you get to that level. I don't think I've even had the ability to start playing ranked yet. It is terrifying. The world of Valorant in general, a little bit scary. So if you've achieved the status of immortal, you have my respects. I am watching you very closely. You are one of my heroes.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm psyched. I think, Seth, we're just waiting on you to leave that match, man. We need to re-lobby, so you just need to
my bad.
Leave that game real quick so we can get going. So sorry about this, folks. It is a technical difficulty. It is probably my fault. I'll take the hit on that, but I think we're good to go, more or less.
Ready when you guys are.
All right. So yeah, so we're gonna get back into that agent select once again. So talking about that Sova versus Sky situation, and I recently ran a poll on our Instagram page, Seth, to see if Sky was indeed challenging Sova for that meta position as the prime initiator in most games. And it's been interesting to see, even in the VCT games that we've been following so far, more and more players are choosing to pick the Sky over the Sova. And honestly, I just feel that it's just like we talked about the ever-changing meta in this game, and that just goes to show that this game, that Riot has done such a great job at keeping the audience engaged and keeping the players updated.
Yeah, I really like Sky. I think she's a way better initiator compared to Sova. I know that Sova gives a lot more utility with the electric arrows and the dart. I think Sky's Trailblazer is nothing to be messed around with. Like, that's an ability that gives a lot of information and can really give you even damage. Just can really be able to do a lot more utility-based things as compared to Sova's drone. Yes, Sova has a lot more in his kit, but I think Sky as an individual, the ability to heal her team, the ability to scan out targets with her ultimate and detect their like intricate positions, really gives Sky an advantage as an initiator as compared to Sova. So going forward, I think a lot of players will be preferring the Sky pick over the Sova pick.
Absolutely. So walking through this agent select, Arya is going to be on the Cypher for ROG Academy. Clouda is going to be on the Reyna. We got Hoax on the Jet. Rhea is going to stick with that Sober pick that we just talked about. Trance is going to be the designated controller on that Omen, which I'd love to see. On the side of Team Asteria, Casper is going to be on the Astra. Shreya is going to be on the Cypher. Interesting there. I thought she would go with the Phoenix again, given her last performance. Mia 16K is going to be on the Sky. Britzy is on the Sova, and Muffin Loop is going to be on that Jet, folks. I am pumped. This game is all set to get going. But quick thoughts on Agent Select. There's a double initiator pick for Team Asteria, something that I didn't expect, and just one duelist. So you have to think that a duelist has been sacrificed to make way for this second initiator.
I mean, I'm always excited about a second duelist. Let me tell you that. In Haven is no map to be messed around in. Haven is definitely defender favored. We've seen in both the games, in the 4 games that we seen yesterday, Haven was very defender favored. So just having 2 attackers and entry fraggers, oh man, we have another issue. What is happening today?
I have no idea, man. This looks like it was a server issue, folks. My apologies for that. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Dang. This game is so hyped up that it can't even get into the pot.
It is so hyped up. This is so anticlimactic, folks. My apologies for this. I don't know what the issue is. This does look like it's a player disconnect, folks. So there's really not much that we can do about that. Seth, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. This is one of the challenges of being a gamer in India, with internet issues all the time. And I know that you grew up in India. What was your experience like?
Dude, I didn't even touch online games. All right, let's get into story time. For young old Seth, played no games. I played single player games.
I find that hard to believe. Really?
I played no online games. CS, I didn't even know what that was until I was 14 years old. And I was sitting in this like ARC lab, and this guy comes up to me and goes, "Hey, want to play Counter-Strike 1.6 with us?" And I'm like, "Yes, what is it?" And it was a 500 megabyte download. Let me tell you that. That was the biggest download of my life. I'd never seen anything downloaded like that. And now I'm downloading Warzone for 200 gigs, sitting in the States, crying about the 20 minutes it's going to take me. And yeah, those were humble beginnings. I also learned very quickly that I love strategy games. I had a ton of Age of Empires.
Right.
You know,
Age of Empires. Let's go. Let's hear it for Age of Empires in the chat, folks. AOE2 fans. Where my AOE2 fans at?
Copies? Yeah, you went to like Palika Bazaar. You got those pirated copies.
Are we talking about Palika Bazaar right now? Let's do it.
I mean, that place is the most underrated place for gamers. You go in, want a PlayStation game, they got you. You want a PlayStation 4 game, they got you. Are they gonna work 100% of the time? I don't know.
No. From personal experience, no.
It may be there. They'll just change their spot. I was hanging out around there all the time. I loved the first game I ever bought when I came stateside. I went to Chicago. I went to GameStop in Chicago. I looked the person dead in the eye and I said, "Sir, I would love it if you could fish out a copy of StarCraft 2. I have been a strategy gamer my whole life. I am 17 years old now. Before I start college, I just want to say, I want to play StarCraft 2. It is deemed the best strategy game in the entire world." This guy looks at me, smiles, and he says, "For you, $20.
Really?
That's how
really?
I played.
Wow. That's crazy.
StarCraft 2 was the first game I legally paid and bought, without feeding into the piracy. I cried when I played that game. It was so easy, so simple. 2 minerals. Minerals and Vespinia.
Let me ask you this, though. First FPS game ever that you can
Call of
remember.
Duty Modern Warfare.
Really?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Okay, see, now I just feel old, man.
No.
I just feel so old right now. Are you serious?
No. Cut that.
Are you like 14?
Quake 3
Quake
Arena.
3, there you go. That's better.
Quake 3 Arena was... Oh,
I feel
all my
better about
Pulse
how old I
Rifle
am.
fans out
Okay.
there, dude, Pulse Rifle and the chain gun was my jam. My sister and I had 1v1s in the house, yelling at each other. It was more trash than the other. That is how we settled discussions. Like mature
That's
adults.
crazy. That's crazy. For me, I'm gonna have to say the first. I'm not talking about network gaming, right? I'm not talking about competitive online games. I'm talking about just a pure FPS experience. And I'm gonna have to say something like Doom 1.
Oh, so
Doom
we going
1.
classic.
And I mean, there was no mouse, dude. You couldn't use a mouse. It was just your keys and your spacebar was shoot, and it was like. And hey, I mean, you have to give it to the devs. It was a pretty scary game even back then. I used to be scared to play that alone at night. I mean, I was like 12. Okay.
Man, the funniest thing was when I was in school and Doom was released, I don't know who else had this. Please, in chat, start spamming chat if you had this too. There was a theory that went on. There was a kid who played Doom when they were really young, and they got high blood pressure because of the intense
Me
atmosphere,
too, man.
songs,
Me too.
and the monsters, and they were hospitalized, which led to a heart attack. This was a theory that went
Wow.
on for 2 grades. Two
That is
grades, from
crazy.
second to
That is
fourth grade.
crazy.
Everyone knew about this kid. And we didn't know,
Unbelievable.
everyone knew about the kid, but no name.
That is
So-
crazy.
That was the myth that went on the house, like around the school, that hey, if you play Doom,
You might get a heart
you
attack.
get a heart attack.
Oh my god.
You might get a heart
That is-
attack.
That is dark. That is dark. I remember this. We were talking about Palika Bazaar earlier. I remember when I was about, I want to say 13. Oh no, even younger, maybe 10. I was probably 10 when me and my dad went to Palika Bazaar and we picked up these 2 video games. I'll never forget it. This is probably the first 2 games that I started playing for real, like grinding. It was FIFA 2001 and and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater
Pro
2.
Skater Underground 2, yes.
It was, I mean, I couldn't imagine that there would be a video game title revolving around. I mean, in India, when I was 10 back in 2000, skating wasn't a thing. Pro skating wasn't even a thing. We didn't even know what it was. I mean,
Exactly.
and back then there was only, I mean, I had no idea. It just opened up my my mind to this whole universe, which was crazy.
I lived in an army. Are we starting?
Not yet. You're good.
So I lived in an army cantonment. Okay. So in my colony, as we called it, we had about, let's say, give or take, like 5 kids around the same age, and the way we settled arguments was if you got the highest score on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground 2, were deemed worthy. And so I remember days like Sunday mornings, early in the morning, you'd wake up, you'd go to your friend's house who had a good PC. He had such a good PC, he could play the fresh Crisis that came off the
Whoa.
shelf.
Crisis.
His dad, that was the first time I ever knew that you could build your own computer. And when I played Crisis, I was in love. I always wanted to get a PC that could play Crisis. I built this puppy, like I built it like a year ago. And I know Crisis 2 is like old news right now, but man, the first game you better believe that I installed on this thing was Red Dead Redemption 2. I agree. Okay, I'm sorry, but Crisis 2 was next.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Okay, let me throw another one at you. Best strategy game that you have ever played.
Okay, are we talking about like, oh, this game is fun, or like competitive?
Let's do both. Let's do both categories, fun and competitive. Because I've never had a competitive strategy experience. I've never played competitive strategy games ever. So I mean, unless you count Age of Empires 2 over the internet with some old friends.
Warcraft 2 is free, man. It's never too late to join the fight. Pick your
StarCraft 2,
race.
okay.
You
All right,
only
all right.
have 3.
All right. What about the fun
most
category
fun.
though? Yeah.
Yeah, the most fun I've ever had was Age of Empires 3.
Wow.
I loved picking, I think it was, what was it? You pick Japan, and they don't ever require you to build food because they build orchards.
Right.
Orchards.
Right.
And they're
right,
able
right,
to
right.
farm from there. Or if you have China, your population splits between 2, and you're able to like have workers faster. I love it. I love everything about Age of Empires. It is the most relaxing game on planet Earth. Civilization is a close second, but it takes too long.
Civilization
like,
is a
finish
good
the
one.
session.
Yeah. That is a good one.
I
That
play.
is a good one.
I have all civilizations. Yeah, like I have Civ 6, and man, like it's a lot of fun. But it takes like, if I have to spend on Saturdays, this is my tradition. I bake a brownie, a giant sheet brownie. I buy like a fresh pint of ice cream, and I put them together, and then I play Civilization 6. So for 16 hours.
That sounds like an
my
awesome
life.
Saturday, bro. That's
It's a
I think
brilliant
that's a
Saturday.
custom that I need to start doing immediately.
Yeah. What fun will you have with dairy, cake, and talking to people and agitating them and being like, nope, I don't like the way you talk to me. War. I never go the peace option. That was never an option. Or I like to go science. Going
Right.
science is pretty fun.
Right. All right, man.
So,
Third time's the charm,
Ready to
right?
begin?
Third time's the charm, man. Fingers crossed. We're gonna go straight into this lobby, folks. And this time, I'm gonna wait till we switch over to the main screen to make sure the game has started. But yeah, I mean, any predictions for tonight, Seth? It's a best of 3. Okay, so the first question that we're gonna ask is, are we gonna go all the way into map number 3 or not? First question.
I have faith. I have faith. I have always had faith. I will hold on to faith as long as I can. But seeing as how things have turned out yesterday, with Haven being in the rotation, I think this game just might be a 2-win all-in. You know, again, my team. You know,
We're rooting for Asteria, man. I mean, let's just get that out of the way, right? We're rooting for Team Asteria. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We're neutral. We're neutral, guys.
Yeah, I'll be impartial,
We're impartial
in my casting towards ROG. Some nice flicks are what I'm waiting for. I need them to get those 2 entry fraggers to take out their key players from Asteria. I think that would really push them in the lead, taking out some high fraggers, high kill people, and push them and push their team into a lead. And so I'm just waiting for that. I'm just waiting for ROG to be clinical, be surgical with their entrance. Really take time and not leave any site open, because from what I've seen, Asteria is no team to be messed around with, and if they take a site, it might be very difficult to retake it from them.
I think so too. I think in terms of agent select, folks, I don't think there's any changes, and I think that's just good sportsmanship spirit from them. But
I think it would be.
Choose your agent.
Shreya's on the Phoenix, and I'm just saying, maybe she heard me. Hey, maybe she's watching the stream. Who knows?
All's fair in love and war, and this is war, man.
All's fair. Nah, she's just trolling, dude. She's just trolling us again. And folks, that is what the agent compositions are looking like right now. Pretty much the same things that we talked about a little bit earlier. So we got Arya on the Cypher, Clouders on the Reyna. Yeah, I don't think anything has changed. Hoax is going to be on the Jet, and yeah, on the side of Team Asteria, 1 controller, 1 sentinel, dual initiators, and Muffin Loop's going to be getting them those entry frags, folks. And with that,
cheats are down.
It looks like the cheats are down. It looks like cheats are down. That one's on me, fam. My apologies on that.
Let's see how this game goes.
Absolutely. How early do you think Seth, the first operator, is going to come out?
The first operator is going to come out? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
The first op purchase. Do you think they're going to do it in round number 3, round number 4?
And they really need to change that gun's name. I'm advocating that since like the beta. Well, I'd say since it is Hoax on the Jet and Lauda on the Rhea, I think by round 4, I'm expecting them pulling out the oppers.
Alright, aggressive start here from Muffin Loop, dashing in towards the garage, trying to catch Hoax.
Meow60k and Muffin Loop already. Meow60k, they're taken out by ROG Trance, showing them that this team is no team to be messed around with. A beautiful 2k for him, and ROG still standing strong.
Pretty much just putting a stop to this push in towards the C side now. Team Asteria briefly considering their options. I'm sure a rotation is on the cards. Britzy here already making her way along with Shreya back towards A perhaps, and Casper holding this cubby position. Maybe she can steal a kill or 2 over here before they move and finally commit to a site.
Yeah, Britzy needs to be a little bit careful. She is alone, and RG Trans gets Casper, and that's 3 beautiful kills for this guy. Coming off and starting off strong early this morning for me. So I'm actually pretty happy with them. They did not let the hype get to them. Players know their skill, and they're definitely not.
1 enemy remaining.
Britzy with that right click, getting a flick onto Rio. And I think it was Clouda who was trying to go for that knife. I think a little bit too early, Clouda. You need to wait for that a little bit too early, and a very bold move. But nonetheless, the first round is going to be on the board for Team ROG, 1-0 to them. And I think going back to that push out of garage, that timing on that flash was impeccable. But Trans adjusting beautifully to get those 2 picks early on. And I think there was too much lost at that point for Team Asteria. At this point, they are going to be considering doing a full eco round. We've talked about this set yesterday as well, and how we really want to see teams go in for that full buy, but it is a gamble.
It really is. I think that Team Asteria just need to find their footing and how to approach any site as of now. And once they find the cracks in Team ROG's space, it might just be able to find out how they can penetrate. There we go again. RG Trans with a 2K. Hope with a beautiful kill on Astrea and a 3K on the Muffin Loop. And just like that, the round is over. ROG giving them no room to breathe today.
I mean, I'm not too worried. It was a full eco round coming in from them, and this is where things are going to really start heating up, because this is going to be the first gun round coming in from Team Asteria, and ROG Academy will look to go in for a bonus round for sure. Yes, it does look like Clouder has gone in for a Vandal purchase, so that's an interesting one. And Hoax, perhaps considering the AWP purchase, he's still got 5,000 creds on him. He's not picked up a weapon. Interesting there.
Not messing around. They already know each player's potential, and they've already seen from the first 2 rounds what each of them is capable of doing. This is no game to be joking around with. And I'm expecting Clouda to come out with that, not Clouda, sorry, Hoax to come out with that op early because of that 5,200 creds that he's been sitting in his bank. Beautiful trade, our Rio. It's a beautiful kill on the Muffin Loop. Will Reyna one off. No, Clouda just backs off and waits for them to make their move. Hoax gets a beautiful kill on the Casper, and just like that, ROG once again in the driver's seat of this round. Will they be able to drive through up against? Oh, and Shrek gets a beautiful kill on the Clouda, who is just not healthy enough.
Last player
A
standing.
little bit of those bullets, and ROG fans. A nice kill on the Shreya, avenging his friend. And just like that, Rio takes out Britzy for a trade.
So the bonus round in the bag, folks. The bonus round in the bag for Team ROG Academy. And this is a big one because Asteria will be forced perhaps to go in for another eco round here. Looking at their economies. And going back to Hoax, he still hasn't gone in for the operator purchase. So I'm not quite sure what the deal here is. He went into the first gun round with a Ghost. An interesting choice there. Maybe he's just trying to boost up his economy before those back-to-back op purchases, possibly in round number 4, 5 and 6, but we'll just have to wait to see. For now, Team Asteria pretty much split around the map, trying to show presence. Shreya here will get a pick off with that Sheriff.
Trance is not fooling around. This man came to game today, and Shreya gets another kill on Clouda with that beautiful Sheriff.
A 2K and the neural theft being pulled out. Now she has a weapon.
Things are not looking good for Shreya, though. She is one hair's breadth of damage away from ending it. But let's see and hope that she is able to get another kill. Hope gets a beautiful kill on the Britzy. Now 16k in a duel with Hope, but he's not able to finish her as Aya or Arya comes in and
take what's useful.
Beautiful angle. Not today, not on my friend.
A couple of good kills. I mean, it was a save round for Asteria, so they'll be pretty happy with getting 3 kills and doing a little bit of damage to Team ROG here, who are starting to build quite a momentum for themselves. Team Asteria, though, will be coming in with full buys this time around, and on the side of Team ROG Academy, there you go. We talked about the op purchase. Looks like it is going to be in round number 5, folks. Hoax does have the operator on him, and let's see where he's going to be lining himself up. It looks like he is going to be peeking this C long.
I'm surprised it took him this long. I thought he would have done it a round earlier. Oh my gosh, Muffin Loop! An instant kill on the Clouda. A beautiful start for her team. Let's see if they're able to do something out of this, as clearly Asteria has the advantage here, but Trance, again, showing his team why he's the top fragger right now on the leaderboards. Getting a beautiful kill.
Take flight.
We just gotta wait. We just gotta wait and be patient. ROG just have to let them play into their hands, as Asteria still finding it a little difficult to penetrate those defenses. And man, they just need that one opening, the one possibility that they can find in their defenses, that little bitty crack that they can just use to their advantage, and they will have it in the bag.
One enemy
Mia
remaining.
16k. I was just going to say she needs to watch out for this operator. Hoax has come out and made it count. And another round in the bag for Team ROG Academy, folks. The scoreline has now moved to 5-0. In case you guys are just tuning in, folks, this is a best of 3. Just to remind you guys, I can see some folks in the chat asking about that. It is a best of 3. The map pool is Haven, Ascent, and Split. And Grey Knight and me have been talking a lot about whether this is going to go down to the wire. Perhaps we will see that third game. If you guys weren't here yesterday, both the matches yesterday did not did not go to map number 3 and they finished 2-0. So we're hoping to see something different there.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, me too. I mean, this is like one of the big leagues, man. This is one of the teams that have, the 2 teams that have really been the hype of this tournament, and I'm really hoping that we get to go to game 3 because these players have immense potential. As we see Muffin Loop taking a quick kill out, but Trance showing very quickly why he's the top fragger and why he's able to take out this team so clinically and surgically. Muffin Loop in a very tight spot. Will she be able to get a kill?
She
my goodness,
will.
a beautiful kill.
She gets a third as well, and Muffin Loop is on fire with that Blade Storm set. I'm excited to see this.
Saying this is happening, and she gets spotted. Hoax gets spotted. Will she be able to get a kill onto Hoax? Get off. And no, she does not, and gets taken out by Trance. Muffin Loop. Hope that Team Asteria had much needed. Putting them on the board for a little bit.
I like to see that spark
really
though.
like
I mean, I like to see that spark at 3 kill. You know, I always talk about how when the score's really moving against you and that momentum you can really feel that the pressure on your team, and it just takes that one piece of brilliance from one player, just lifts the whole team. And maybe Muffin Loops has just provided that for her team. But with that Jet Blade Storm though, she wasn't messing around, man. Those headshots looked crispy.
Oh yeah, those are always a wonderful time seeing. And Muffin Loop takes
Once
out Rio.
again, I think this was in B window if I'm not mistaken. She does have the operator on a fence, so this is an aggressive move here, going in for that up investment.
Yeah, Casper might be in a little bit of trouble with that Astera bubble. Will she be able to go through that as Hoax is
An
watching that
instant
C-Long very
flick
quickly
here.
and instantly gets caught out.
4 versus 2 now. ROG Academy here need to reposition. Hoax still with the operator firmly in his hand, and Trance.
Spike down.
Trance!
One enemy
You
remaining.
maniac! Stop!
What a
Oh
flank
my
from A.
goodness.
What a flank from A. Nullifying that advantage, and now all of a sudden Shreya finds herself alone in a 1 versus 2 situation against arguably two of the players who are looking like they're in brilliant form. I think she and Hoax just went past each other. They did, and he finally does spot her out. And you have to think, Seth, the Team Asteria might be a little bit disappointed after that, because that round looked like it was going their way. But Team ROG Academy, I mean, can we talk about Trance for a second? This man is looking unstoppable today.
Yeah, I know we talked about Shreya, but man, props to this guy Trance. Wow, coming out of the blue, just clutching it in for his team. Oaks as well with the beautiful op sites, op angles, and op kills. Man, these two, they came here to game. They woke up and they were like, man, we just want to have a nice, fun game. And man, these guys seem to be having a lot of fun with these amazing, like Trance, just really showing time and time again why he is one of those players who's gonna put his on his back. Really push them forward into victory. And he gets a beautiful kill. Hope! Nice kill on Master Steve, but Muffin avenging his friend on the hook with that beautiful phantom. Trance, a nice teleport. Gonna go for that lurk. We've already seen this man do a lot of damage with that lurk. If nobody is watching their 6, if Shreya does not have some nice tripwires, might not look very well for their team, and very quickly might turn in the favor of ROG.
I'm a little bit nervous about this lurk coming in from Shreya. She has got stuck into this cubby position, and Team ROG will be keen to not let her get out of here alive, but looks like she will, as the team does make that rotation. So the operator's down. Seth, that's good news for Team Asteria, not so much for Team ROG. But take a look at Trance's position right now. He is holding this A angle just in case Team Asteria decides to make their way towards this A site.
I mean, we've seen Trance do massive damage and put in a lot of work with that Phantom. This man is on his gun and in his element. This guy has no fear in his eyes. He clearly knows what he's doing. And finally, we see Asteria planting, and for the first time in 7 rounds, they have now successfully planted. Rio gets a beautiful 2K with his Hunter. My goodness.
Muffin Loop has a lot to do here. She's in a 1v3 situation. The spike is planted. And through that smoke, Rio is going to take her down, folks. A 7th round, no, an 8th round on the board for Team ROG Academy.
Dang, ROG, not one bit of breathing room given to Asteria. I'm getting nervous. As time goes on. It's gonna happen. Time and time again, Trance and Hoax have pulled off some beautiful, beautiful kills for their team. Those pre, like just entry level kills, before the game even is even afoot, before they're even able to leave their defender side, just taken out surgically by Hoax on that Phantom. Will this man pick up the Phantom again? Not today. He goes for the Phantom.
It is going to be an eco round here, coming in from Team Asteria here. Sure, losing out early in that fight. And I think
they already know where Meow16K is because of that Trailblaze. Trance watching that corner very quickly. Oh, Clouda takes out 16K. They just pin these guys down. They just go for it. They know where to go and where to look for these agents. Muffin Loop on her ult again. Will she be able to make quick work out of this team? Rio takes out Muffin Loop and says not today to her knives. Britzy not able to find a kill under Trance, but Trance definitely connecting with Britzy.
Casper here, crispy headshot here with that Sheriff, but
oh my God.
she is going to be outnumbered.
And there we have it.
An eco round put away. An eco round put away. I mean, I wouldn't be too hard done by that. It was an eco round for Team Asteria, but Team ROG Academy. Let's talk about this, folks. They are absolutely putting a stamp of authority on this game so far, 9-0, and you know it was only a matter of time, Seth, before I bring up the magic number.
I mean, I thought the magic number was way and done. It's 9-0, buddy. I was about to say something with the magic number, but I thought, hey, it's 5-0. Maybe Asteria just needs to find it. You know, you in FIFA, you gotta just find that opening through the defenders, go into striking zone. But right now, this is looking a little risky, and a timeout much needed for Team Asteria.
Perhaps so. And let me ask you this question: you're the coach of Team Asteria. What are you telling them right now?
I am telling them not to panic. I'm telling them to find an opening. I am telling them, hey, do not be aggressive, because their aggression has been punished by Trance and Hoax, but also to be light on their feet. If they make noise on one spot, we saw yesterday, go and bait and switch. Bait and switch is the way to do against a team like this that are so heavily rotation-wise and so heavy in finding those quick flicks. Trance and Hoax have shown them time and time again that they can pick them out through long positions and extended fights. Definitely not the way to go. The way Meow16 was hiding in that corner, they were able to sniff her out just because they knew where that Trailblazer came from. So, my opinion to Team Asteria, or my suggestion to Team Asteria, will be to play it calm and patient, and if you make noise in one spot, to be very quick on the rotation, or ROG will punish you, as we've seen in 9 rounds now.
Alright, this is an unusual timeout. It looks like there is
it
is going to be a technical timeout. So alright, this is going to give us a chance, Seth, to jump straight into the scoreboard. Trance is on fire. He is on 16 and 2 Seth. That is a KD of 8 kills per death. This man is looking unstoppable today.
Look, man, I don't know about Shreya pulling a 40k, but I got my money on Trance. And this man might just pop off.
And he's making Hoax look bad, and Hoax has got 13 and 3 himself.
No, Hoax, not at all. Nothing to be taken away from him. The man clearly was able to pull that clutch off when Team Asteria was in the driving seat, but he was able to pull it off for his team, converting a 4v2 into a 2v2, finding these beautiful angles with the op. Again, I think the man just needs to not be super competitive with his own teammate, just needs to play his own game, not get into his own mind, play the game, play it out. And Trance and Hoax very well likely might be able to carry this game.
And a lot of respect to Team Asteria, because despite being 9-0 down, you might think that going in for that AWP purchase might be a risky move, but Muffin Loop has gone in for that AWP purchase, and personally for me, I think that's a good move, and they need to back themselves despite being 9-0 down. We talked about this yesterday, right? Was it team cohesion, or was it the FSE Sports
Squad? Yeah.
Sus Squad. I mean, we saw it yesterday, man. The first half does not dictate the rest of the game, and just keeping that in mind, I think Team Asteria still need to give this their best shot. On a map like Haven, Seth, I'm going to drag you back to it. If they pull back 3 rounds, alright? Team Asteria pull back 3 rounds and we finish at a halftime score of 9-3. I think we still have a game on here.
I think so too. I think that they have a very high possibility of, surviving until the switch and having another round or 2 for cushioning. Asteria very well likely might be able to pull this, because again, we've seen entry fraggers who are able to do so well in a defensive position. Asteria definitely with the 2 initiators will have an advantage when they go into a defensive round. I think that Asteria just needs to stop the bleeding for just a little bit.
Right. I agree, man. I mean, I can see in the chat, folks, Asteria fans are sending their love and energy, and I'm excited about that.
Take my energy. That's the
Take
way to go.
my energy. So I want to talk about Muffin Loop as well. I think she has found. I think she's really feeling good about herself. She's got 9-9. As we get round number 10 just underway, Meow16k is going to get spotted outside of A long, and that shock dart. Rio just trying to do some damage there.
And Clouder gets chunked for a little bit, but is not necessarily at a health advantage to Team Asteria. We'll see what they can pull off with this. Again, Rio watching from a very risky angle as Muffin Loop
is, and Muffin Loop should land this shot on him.
Wow, he takes a big jump and is able to cross that. But again, as you see, Meow16k, okay, Shreya and Meow16k taking a very aggressive approach. I like this. They should never be sitting at 1 point because that is where ROG have been punishing them. Definitely need to watch their corners, watch their boxes, as Trance definitely has shown us. Look at that. Rio gets a beautiful kill. Trance gets another kill on down 16. Will Muffin Loop be able to avenge her friends? We'll find out. A beautiful teleport by Trance.
But I think Muffin's heard that. I think she's heard that. And she needs to get this pick here, and that could just open up the site for them. Hoax elsewhere will pick off Britzy.
I don't know if Muffin Loop can be spotted by that angle, or she's able to spot Asper in a risky position and gets taken out by Trance instantly. Muffin Loop now definitely knowing that there's somebody behind that smoke is able to take out a beautiful flick by Muffin Loop onto Trance.
But Hoax is gonna get that trade on her. That right click just not working out, and Team ROG Academy building this momentum. 10-0 on the board, folks. 10-0 on the board, and Team Asteria really need to figure this one out. They want to fight back, I'm sure. Perhaps not getting that first pick and needing that opening that they probably is what they're not just really struggling with on A side. They do have a couple of initiators, so you have to think about what options they have on the side of ROG Academy, though. Trance and Hoax continuing to assert their dominance. This one's going to be another save round here, and Shreya starting things off beautifully, but elsewhere a couple of picks immediately.
Hoax got a beautiful headshot through that Shreya had put, or not Shreya, sorry, that was put in long C. Hoax is now just keen to get another headshot. Shreya gets chunked out. Cloud gets Shreya for a beautiful 3K. Will they be able to hunt down 58 together strong, and that's how they're gonna do it.
Cloud is gonna pick up a 4K here, posting round number 11 on the board, folks. Team Asteria are with their backs, find themselves with their backs to the wall. A last-ditch attempt to pull back this one round perhaps will be coming in with full buys. There is no operator in play for them, and they need to find a way to deal with this dangerous combination of Trance and Hoax. Put together, they have 34 kills already, Seth. 34 kills.
Yeah, this is... I'm telling you, man, this is looking really scary. This is looking very scary for Team Asteria for this game. But again, we've got a best of 3. Maybe things will get better as the game progresses on. Again, I do not want to cast aspersions to anyone right now. Both teams are definitely capable of pulling it off. They're very capable. They're very skillful. And they just need to find their footing. A beautiful kill by Hoax on the Muffin Loop again. Time and time again, Hoax getting these wonderful kills for his team. Starting him out. That's the ultimate out. Will he be able to make those beautiful plays that we love watching replays off on YouTube with the highlights of Jet? Folks, looking, searching, doesn't get it. Gets this right click off and it gets instantly taken down by Meow16k. Casper takes out RG Trent. Is this the place that they needed to be in?
I think so, Seth.
Is not messing around either.
I think so. I think this is the round that they needed. It's down to just Arya. He is the last player alive. It's time to ape him down, girls. Let's ape him down.
Enemy down.
There we go. Arya gets a kill onto Casper. Will he be the one to avenge his fallen teammates? Not looking good for Arya. And there you go. Meow16k. Beautiful headshot onto Arya, and Asteria finally on the board, and some momentum from them.
Getting off the mark indeed, and I'm sure that will do a world of difference to their confidence. It's a much needed round, and really 11-1 at halftime.
This is a nice spot.
Shreya searching for that one way. outside of C. But let's take a quick look at the scoreboard once again. Muffin, Luke 10 and 12. And the rest of the team really maybe finding it a little bit difficult to deal with these gunfights on the side of team ROG. Hoax and Trance with that absolute domination. Look at them. They're looking all set for the seaside push, which is going to be held by Shreya on the Cypher. So it's going to be interesting to see how the team is going to come up against this.
I know this, and Shreya is doing exactly what a Cypher does. Once they get information, the whole team rotates. Cypher can hold down a point very, very, very accurately and wait for their team to come in. Again, this is favored. This is supposed to be Asteria favored right now, but an instant 2K by Hoax, who shows that he is just as proficient as with the Ghost as he is with an AWP. ROG Trance taking out Muffin Loop. Beautiful headshot onto him, onto her. And now we're just gonna see and wait and watch if Britzy is able to make quick work of the enemy team. And she won't be able to, as Hoax takes down Trasper and Britzy for a 4K. And just putting them at victory.
Match point.
Round number 12 on the board. It is match point, and Team Asteria will have to go in for those forced buys. Surely they need to go in for those forced buys. Seth, we talked about this. I mean, we talked about it in situations where the scoreline was close, but we're looking at 12-1 right now, and I think they have no other choice. This needs to be an all-in move right here.
I agree with you, and we have talked about it time and time again when teams try to play it safe on the very a loss or a win. And man, teams need to stop doing that. Teams just need to go for the all-in play when they're in a deficit, because that's just the way to do it. Will Hope get a beautiful kill on Shreya? Shreya shooting through the smoke, not able to find anyone yet. Meow 16 kill with a beautiful headshot on the cloud out with that Sheriff. Will Hope be able to find that kill? He is in a risky position, falls down, gets into the cover of the smoke. A nice smoke by Arya onto that site, making it difficult for Team Asteria to come in. Casper with a nice headshot with that frenzy onto Rio. Definitely advantage to ROG. Will Asteria be able to pull in? And oh my goodness, Hope gets a beautiful kill on the Muffin Loop, and just like that, this might be
one enemy remaining.
And Hope's in a beautiful spot again.
Attacker
with the bow like a deer in headlights.
What a match we just witnessed, folks. What a match we just witnessed. Seth,
ROG
13-1. I did not expect this game to finish that quickly, surely. But hey, we need to give credit where credit is due, and Team ROG Academy were absolutely on point. What a performance from them.
I'm legitimately impressed. Like, as you can see, Hoax finally got a better combat score than Trance taking over. These two are in a world of their own. They're in the zone, and these guys are just popping heads left and right, taking names and just crossing them off their list. Man, ROG came here to game. These players are not messing around, and you can definitely see the skill level in each and every one of these players on that scoreboard. Again, Muffin Loop, sadly the only one with the big leagues, trying to fight and make a spot for her team. Very difficult game one for Asteria.
I think so.
13-1.
I mean, Hoax and Trance looked like they were angry, dude. Honestly, they looked like they were upset about something. They just came out all guns blazing. They were unstoppable.
Yeah. I mean, I would be too if we've been touting about Asteria and not talking about ROG, so I'm going to switch gears over here.
Maybe so, man. Maybe so. Folks, this is the best of 3. It's not over yet. We still have 2 more maps to go, and if Asteria can pull this one back, we will be heading to split for the tiebreaker. The difference being Asteria is going to be defending first on Ascent, so maybe that's the break that they needed. But yeah, I mean, that was something else. If you're just tuning in, folks, League Ego, this is League Ego's India Invitational version 3. We're an esports organization, and we conduct tournaments both in the US and in India. My name is Grizzly. This is my good friend Grey Knight, and we're going to be bringing all the live action for you up until the semi-finals. This is an 8-team knockout, and the prize pool for this tournament is 50,000 rupees, 50 big ones. That's what these guys are playing for. Every match is going to be a best of 3, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5, and that is scheduled for Sunday. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our channel. Click on the bell icon so you're notified when we go live. Another announcement is that the Battle Pass giveaway is live. It is still live. We announce a new winner every Wednesday, folks. All you got to do is follow us on Instagram That's just about it. That's all you need to do. And we announce a new winner every week. One lucky follower is given a battle pass in Valorant. So if that sounds like fun to you, make sure to jump into the description and head over to our Instagram. But for now, we'll be taking a quick break, less than 5 minutes, and we'll be back with map number 2, and it is going to be Ascent, so don't go anywhere.
Game over. Game over.
Alright folks, we are back, and yikes, that first game was a tad bit one-sided, dare I say. Seth, do you disagree?
I do not. That game was very, very heavy for Asteria to handle, and I hope that going into the game 2, they're able to shake that off and just, get back on the horse. They don't need to worry about what happened in game 1, as my coach used to say when I used to play. Hey, just shake it off. What happened in game 1 happened. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, just shake it off. Get back into game 2. You've got the talent. You've got the skill. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. And so these guys, just shake it off. Get back on the horse. They might just be able to turn this around, because they definitely do possess the skills, and they're definitely great players. I hope all the technical issues have been resolved for them, and they're just able to get into game 2, find their footing. They're defending first, so Ascent, again, very, very easy to take a site, especially near Boathouse. But I think that Asteria just might be able to keep them at bay. We see 2 entry fraggers from ROG, just like last game. Same. Jet and Reyna. These folks are not messing around. These folks came here to play and to close out quick. And if I was ROG, that's exactly what I would be doing.
There's something else super exciting. We have a KO pick. It looks like it's going to be Muffin Loop who's going to be on that KO in Ascent. And just going back to the last game, I want to talk about the momentum. I think that's what we're just going to deal with. The momentum that Team ROG Academy brought in with them. It was unbelievable.
Absolutely. I think that just after round 5, ROG had just knew their footing, and Asteria was still trying to figure out how they wanted to approach every site. And they still got a plant off on B, but that was one round that I think ROG spent figuring out where the cracks were, and they were able to fill it very quickly. That goes to show that these players are really, really, really skilled and at figuring out how their enemy operates and how they think, because Trance was just getting flicks left and right, and he was able to position himself perfectly as to finding these, one or two nitpicks after the first 2 entry kills that he would already get. And just like that, we're into the game. Meow16k gets a beautiful kill onto Clouda, showing very early in the game that she is not messing around, and this is the game that they came.
I think this might have been the message from the coach as well. Seth is go for it. Do not hold back. Show them that aggression and swing that momentum back in your way. It could not have felt nice to lose 13-1 on a map like Haven, but Team Asteria coming in strong here, getting that first pick. ROG Academy now.
Okay, Meow gets this beautiful lurk on. Oh no, she gets detected by the bot. Britzy gets a beautiful 2 kills onto Hoax and Rio. These girls are popping today.
These girls are here to play, man. They're here to play. Muffin Loop does get picked off, but it is still a 4 versus 2 situation. Britzy's down to 33 HP. Arya's down to 52 as well. Meow16k in a very naughty position. She will take down Trans.
Another kill by Britzy.
And round number one in the bag for Team Asteria.
Signs of life have now been shown. Team Asteria might just be in their element right now. The way that Meow approached that entire segment, man, beautifully. No fear at all. Just went for it, and that is what you love to see in a Jet. That shot and the dash. That's exactly what Meow did.
Absolutely. I was interested to see that the first encounter happened at A because Team ROG Academy were all lined up outside of B, and it was just Trans who was outside of A, and once again a very similar approach from them.
Blocking vision.
My eyes are on Meow16k again. I really want her to get those entry kills really quickly before the team has even a chance to figure out their strategy. Meow really shut them down last round, but as you can see, ROG now taking their sweet time, taking a very conservative approach compared to last time. Again, 16 has a beautiful line of sight and is not able to kill Arya. Arya gets a nice couple shots onto Meow16k. Arya gets a beautiful kill on this Muffin Loop. Will Meow16k be able to... Arya is chucked down pretty heavily. Meow16k still has a beautiful, nice angle for Rio. Will Sova get the shot. And Meow16k is not able. Shreya gets a nice kill onto Clouda though. Asteria still in this. Health advantage to Asteria. The door has been blocked. Meow16k trying to kill that door. Leaves it just barely at enough health.
This is a 3 versus 4 retake. It's not impossible. I'll tell you that they do have the gun advantage as well. Britzy here on his shot with that Spectre.
Rio here trying to get a kill. But Rio getting a really chunked down here. Britzy is able to take out Arya. Man, those Killjoy robots are annoying. Just like that, defusing, and they take the round. Asteria.
They do not though. They win all the gunfights.
Oh my god!
They win all the gunfights, but there wasn't enough time for that spike defuse. So ROG Academy doing brilliantly there to just play time and making sure that there wasn't enough time left on the clock for that defuse. And Team Asteria will be, I'm sure, man, I'm sure they'll be a little bit hard done by that. Doing really well with those full buys coming in, and now Team ROG Academy is showing up in the second round itself, not wasting any time. It was a full eco round for them, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a thrifty win. And now as a result of that, as you guys can see, Team Asteria is going to be coming in with an eco round. This is not something that they would have been wanting to do after winning Pistol.
Yeah, that's a little faster, man. Oh, Hoax gets a beautiful kill onto Britzy. Hoax showing once again why he gets to be put on the Jet as an entry-level fragger. Meow16k doing a couple of shots, but might have just been detected by Clouda. There we go. Clouda gets a kill on the Meow16k, and so does Trance onto Casper. But Shreya and Muffin Loop telling their team, do not fret, do not worry. We're here to save the day. Just like that, Asteria, a 2v3 against ROG. Muffin Loop gets a beautiful couple shot on Casper.
Outnumbered in that gunfight was Shreya.
I got the spike.
It's down to just Muffin Loop. She can get her hands on a gun. This could be game on here.
Planted.
Muffin Loop, non that Terminator. Seen time and time again what that Terminator is capable of doing. If that Killjoy robot gets a couple shots on her, and just like that, Hoax gets a 3k, packs that bag, Gifts wraps it up, and Muffin Loop is sent home for RG.
And An excellent white peak here coming in from Hoax to finish up that round, making sure that there wasn't going to be a retake that is possible. And with that, folks, the scoreline has moved now in towards 2-1. And I don't think Team Asteria will be too upset with that round. It was a full eco for them. And as a result, take a look at Meow 16K. She's pulled out the operator. So round number 4 set, and she is going to be picking this mid link, and this is going to be huge. How big is this op investment?
I think it's pretty big. I think Meow 16K has been popping off this game already. So I think that with the op, she might just be able to make quick work out of ROG. And that's what we want to see. We want to see a couple 2 kills. Oh my goodness, Arya going for that very early Killjoy ult. Trying to get onto the site and get another round into the name and build momentum. A beautiful shock dart by the Nova. He's going to be able to get a kill.
Knocking them.
Not. It's a nice little... Oh my goodness, Casper gets a beautiful kill onto Arya. Hoax is planting. Will she be able to get that spike? Will he be able to get the spike on? He does get that spike on. Meow 16K watching a nice juicy angle. Waiting and gets a nice
Will
flick
get
on
that
the trick.
pick with the operator, making it count here. This is a 3 versus 3 retake. Entirely doable. Meow 16K needs to land this pick onto Rio. A brilliant flick here is down to just Shreya. A 1 versus 2.
Shreya's got this. Shreya has this in the bag.
One enemy remaining.
Trusting her instinct, and there you go. She takes out Clouda. Advantage to Shreya with the health bar. She just needs to fake that defuse. Will she stick it? She just might.
Imagine if I died right
Goodness.
now. So funny.
We just need to play for time.
She tried to stick it. She tried to stick it, but Rio was there. He had her number. He had her number. That reveal. And a good round here.
Yeah.
Good round from Team ROG Academy. Although Asteria nearly pulling that one off, and an impressive retake. In the end, just wasn't sure where Rio was. And had to pay the price for that. Had to pay the price for that. And now...
We got ice in his veins, man. This man didn't hesitate one bit. He literally was so calm and composed going into that. Just a dart and a swing, and that's what you love to see. The beautiful Marshall. Let's see if she's able to make a quick work out of that. Meow 16K now on the Blade Ultimate. Will she be able to pop some crispy headshots?
Well, for the sake of her team, I really do hope so. That KO knife denying the Blade Storm here for... I believe it was Hoax, but now he is back up there and making it look easy. But Meow 16K will get that pick.
Oh, Meow 16K! Oh, she tags Clouda, but is not able to get it. And Hoax is able to kill Meow 16K with the very weapon her friends with. Oh no, Muffin Loop!
Misses that first shot, but will land the second, but it was too late because Rio was there for the trade. And Team ROG Academy here now once again showing the dominance that they did on Haven. 3 rounds back to back. The scoreline is now 4-1, and on the side of attack, they'll be pretty happy with themselves. Seth, it's time to talk about the magic number. It is.
Here, isn't it? Man, that thing sneaks up on you. I won't lie. I was just like, man, this turned.
You thought I
really
forgot about
iffy.
it, didn't you? You thought I forgot about it. I didn't.
I was not praying for it. I'll say that. I was just expecting. Let's not discuss the magic number since we are talking about Asteria, you know.
I'm gonna do it, man. The magic number for this map for me is 5. Alright, and if ROG Academy take away 5 rounds at the beginning.
Oh my goodness, Hoax takes out
Meow 16K looking dangerous on that operator. She needs to watch out though. B main is open behind her.
Oh, she gets tagged by the drone. Is not taken out though. She's at perfectly fine health. You can watch a beautiful angle. I think Sova should have swung as soon as he spotted her, knowing that she was on the operator. But these are the pros, not me. So I'm waiting for them to make these aggressive plays. Again, Team Asteria in the driver's seat, but we've seen Hoax time and time again turn this 4v2 into a 2v2. So we'll see what this
enemy remaining.
today. Shreya gets a beautiful kill on the Rio. Ace together strong.
Brilliant.
Run and gun.
Shutting it down. Shutting it down. Round number 2 in the bag, and excellent picks from Meow 16K in the beginning. And in the end, Shreya was there on a shot to shut it down completely. A second round in the bag for Team Asteria. The scoreline, folks, is now 2-4.
Yeah, Meow 16K is on a rampage with that off. She does not want to play around. All her teammates Now 16k. Shreya pulling off that 100 ping, 6 kills. I'm expecting a 40 bomb from her. She's in her element. And just like that, her ping went from 104 to 100. I am expecting great things. I need a 40 kill. Come on, Asteria. You got this. Meow 16k barely misses. 2 shots and no hit.
Even for that no scope, Meow 16k, she has no fear. Muffin Loop gets a useful pick here on from mid lane. She's down to 5 HP though.
Kill. Yep, but Muffin Loop, that was a big pick for her team. Just needs to sit back. Shreya takes out Trance. Nicely done. Trance now out, watching and sweating as his team waits to take on point. Meow 16k smokes, is in a little bit of trouble, dashes away. Will she be able to get a nice angle? She does not. Clouda just barely
Clouda with that sheriff making it count, gets the pick and they get a weapon, and now game on for ROG Academy, folks. These guys don't know when to give up. Casper, she's got the position. She needs to make this count. She does. She gets one. 3k. Casper shutting it down, folks. A well-rounded round for team
had his crosses
Asteria.
on heaven, but it was hell that he had to watch out for. And he was by Casper. Nicely done by Casper. Beautiful gunmanship.
All right. I think I said the magic number was 5, Seth. I said the magic number was 5, and ever since I said that, Team Asteria pulled back 2 rounds in a row, and I think they realized the importance of getting that first half lead before going into that second half, because they're defending first. And if they don't post more than 7 rounds on the board in this defense, ROG Academy is going to make life very, very difficult for them. But for now, very aggressive position here from Meow 16k, and I hope Casper didn't get spotted out, because if she did, this is going to be curtains for Casper for sure.
Spotted out. They go apes together strong. 3 of them.
Apes together strong.
And yeah, just like that, Meow 16k gets Arya. Has eyes on the spike now.
Oh, what? Through that smoke, Meow 16k gets a second pick. This time Clouda goes down.
One enemy
Muffin
remaining.
Loop with a 2 kill as well.
Muffin Loop still able to come back to life if they get that kill and save her economy.
He's down to just Rio, but he is down to 6 HP.
Muffin Loop needs to make something happen, and Britzy is able to make something happen with that Phantom.
On that flank, will get that final kill, and 4-4 scores are level.
Man, this is a game. This is a game.
Game on, am I right?
Absolutely. I love it. Meow 16k is pulling off these insane shots from smoke and wall pens and just finding these people. I think she's just in her element now. I think the first round really pissed her off. She is definitely not messing around.
A quick look at the scoreboard, folks. Meow 16k 11 and 3. That's what I'm talking about. Top of that kill board. Hoax is not far behind with 9 and 7, looking good himself once again.
You should run.
The lockdown is gonna be pulled out here from Arya here, and an op shot through that smoke brings him down to 30 HP. Meow 16k is looking dangerous with that operator.
Someone needs to lurk and get a beautiful shot onto them. Hoax is planting. He might just get the plant off. He will. Muffin will get a beautiful kill onto Trance. Trance struggling to find his footing this game after the previous game. Will Meow 16k find another couple kills on this off? He's trying to get a couple wall fan kills, but it's not successful. ROG Sova trying to get a couple light shots with his hunter, but he's not able to find anything. You have to see get a beautiful angle, gets a kill onto Arya, and just instantly dashes away. A beautiful shot. Britzy gets a kill on the Clouda. Hoax, it's a wonderful 3K, and just like that, it's a 1v2. Asteria will need to find the footing. Yasuo is not able to find it, but the frenzy finds Hoax. Goes in for the defuse.
She cannot stick it. She cannot stick it. She cannot stick it. She could not do it because Rio was just around the corner. He was never going to let her defuse that despite the Astro Wall. But good try though. I mean, I want to talk about Meow 16k there for a second. The patience with that crosshair staying on Hoax, and Hoax was just baiting her out, wasn't he? He was just playing for a time, dashing out of that position, but she whips out a frenzy, gets that kill. But in the end, there just wasn't enough time, folks. I am so excited to see the way Meow 16k has showed up in this match. 13 and 4 looking dangerous. Going in for that op investment again. Good choice in my opinion. Seth, what do you think?
And the operator is my favorite on Meow 16. I think that if she is able to get a couple of those kills in every round, Asteria has always a better spot to win the round. We've seen it time and time again. She is very patient with the op, and unfortunately, Arya takes out Britzy. Now 16K is now on a rampant to avenge her fallen sister. Will she be able to get a kill? Will she be able to get her team a little bit of the advantage after ROG has just taken out one of their members? And again, like getting back to the question, I think that this is a good investment. Meow 16K has pulled off a great number of kills. Meow 16K finds it, but is unable to tag Arya. Arya now looking out for blood. They smell it. Meow 16K is very low. Should not be risking it at all. Shreya needs to put the team on her back. They close the gate onto her. Arya gets a nice kill under Shreya as Muffin Loop trades for Trey. It's a 4v3 in favor of ROG. Meow 16K is struggling with those off shots right now as this has become a close quarter fight. Arya gets a beautiful kill under Casper. Rio onto Muffin Loop. And just like that, Arya is left all by herself, alone in a corner. And ROG has now found momentum again. I think it was a good investment. I think it was a beautiful investment
I think
by
so too. Yeah, I think
Asteria.
so too.
But
Although I mean, maybe perhaps it was the decision that she should have taken at that point was to save. When it was down to a 1v4 situation, because I don't know if they'll be able to afford an op. Honestly, they don't even have a full buy, so it is going to be an eco round coming in, perhaps going in for that save and preparing for the last round in the first half. But 4-6, ROG Academy have officially crossed the magic number, and now my money's gonna be on them. My money's gonna be on them, Seth, to pick up this game. And unless Team Asteria have a thing or two to say about it,
I mean, ROG Trance has been struggling to find his footing, but Hope still being consistent with his shots and being consistent with his performance. He is able to make quick work out of the girls at Asteria. Now 16K with her ultimate, trying to find these heads that she's really good at talking out and talking off names. Man, she can probably pull her team and get those beautiful headshots. Struggling to get through that smoke. Trance making it very difficult for Team Asteria to get into their own sight. Oh my goodness, Trance finds a beautiful kill on Meow 16K. Bad day from Meow 16K. Shreya finds a kill on the Trance. Rio gets a kill on the Casper. Oaks, the nice frenzy on the Muffin Loop, and just like that, ROG today.
One enemy remaining.
Shreya makes quick work.
what a retake that was. This is a thrifty round, Seth, make no mistake. It was a half buy and a free operator pickup as well. And there you go. The game is back on, and they will have
Last
a
round
full
in the
buy
half.
and an operator that they'll pick up for free, Seth. That is huge. That is huge.
And they gave that operator to the right person. They gave it to Hoax. Hoax is able to instantly put it to good use. Wait, did he sell it? What's happening with the op? Come on, girls. Tell me who has the op.
It's definitely going to be Meow
16K.
16K. It's definitely going to be on Meow 16K on the jet. You have to back them for this
Absolutely.
round number 12, the last round of the first half, folks. It's now or never.
Pretty even.
It's now or never.
Yeah, it's pretty even. And both teams playing so freaking well right now. None of them giving each other any grounds to take them lightly. Both teams have to be very, very, very careful. Team ROG a little spread out, trying to find which site to go in from. I think they've picked a beautiful, beautiful site of A and going in through the A tree.
I'm a little worried for Casper. She has no idea that Hoax is already in so deep. But Meow 16K with that operator, she needs to make this one count.
And she does. Cloud.
Clouda.
No.
Clouda, what a peak.
Spike planted.
Clouda with a beautiful kill onto their operator, struggling a little bit.
It's down to just the last two players here. Now it's Shreya and Casper. They need to pull this off somehow. Rio will be able to take her down with that ultimate. It is down to just the last player now. Britzy, she has a lot of work on her hands. A 1v4 situation. Gets two,
This is what
actually.
legends are made of. Might just do it. No, she won't. Unfortunate enough.
Hoax was so quick. Hoax was so quick there. And Team ROG Academy, despite the setback of that last round, have now picked up round number 7 for themselves. And surely will be backing themselves as they settle in for the second half on defense. 7 rounds in the bag. Team Asteria have a mountain to climb here.
That's true. That not only does ROG have defense now, they're also in a very healthy spot. They have the 2-round cushion to just kind of figure out how Asteria will attack them and attack the sites and approach them. But yeah, looking a little risky for Team Asteria. They need to find their footing. They just need to take those initiator picks with Britzy, and they just might be able to pop those heads and get into a site.
Absolutely. A quick look at the scoreboard. Meow 16k 13 and 7. Hawks on the other side. ROG Academy 15 and 9. And Rio this time around looks like he has really found himself. We saw Trans going berserk in Haven. This time around it looks like it is Rio who has taken his place. And of course Hawks continues to be consistent with those frags. Meow 16k here lurking in towards mid. Maybe considering a push in towards A shot as well. Very cagey start, Seth.
Yeah.
Very cagey start.
I didn't catch that.
A very cagey and cautious start here from Team Asteria.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, Asteria has to be cautious. They can't afford to lose another round and give Team ROG another lead. That would be very expensive for them. Trance has a beautiful angle. Meow 16k gets taken out by Trance. Shreya takes out Rio. Man, beautiful 1-on-1 for both teams. Let's see who's able to give their team advantage. Trance finds out where Shreya is. Shreya just needs to back away and play it safe. He is on a health deficit. Arya takes out Casper. Just like that, RG have the health and man advantage over here.
But they don't have the spike, and that seems to be the cause for concern because Arya is watching the spike here like a shark. And now Shreya and Muffin Loop need to somehow retrieve the spike. It's going to be quite a task.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, 2 taps.
Spike down.
Muffin Loop is going to get taken out. Trance has a beautiful angle from behind her too. This was a sad round, and this might just be a little bit costly. Asteria.
For Team Asteria, but you know, it's time for that big decision, Seth. It's time for that big decision. You've lost the pistol round. Do you go in for the full buys or not?
I think you need to. I think the deficit as 5-8 and Team ROG already with a 3-round win and a comfortable defending site angle. I think Team Asteria has to go a little bit over. A couple SMGs, maybe some light armors. That's to solidify one more round. Completely out of the thing yet. Arya gets a beautiful kill on this 16. Oh my gosh, and just like that, ROG just solidified the round for themselves, and it's 5 and 9 on the board, and Team Asteria struggling.
Gun here.
Find position.
Well, they did not go in for the buys that we talked about, Seth, and maybe that was part of the play, and they're going to come in with their gun rounds this time around. They will have full buys, and on the side of Team ROG Academy, Hawks once again, he's going to do it, isn't he? He's going to go in for that ghost round in the first gun round, and they're going to be playing that bonus. They don't want to go in for the investments this round. They're going to save for that next round, even though they did win their SMG round, and that's quite common to see in these circles. But Team Asteria need to make this one count though. A gun round against a bonus round. They need to make this round count.
Trance watching it like a hawk. Not gonna. Meow 16k might be in a little bit of trouble. She has angled away from Trance. Trance is watching that. Trance, what are you doing? He's still staring at the wall as Meow 16k headshot and gets a beautiful kill onto him and Hope. 2 headshots and a beautiful gameplay by Meow 16k, giving her team the advantage that they very much needed with those guns. Arya picking up that SMG.
I'm a little bit concerned here for Muffin Loop, who's got the spike, and I think she's been spotted out by Rio. If he gets this kill on her, the spike could have gone down in a very dangerous position. She puts out that knife and makes her way into sight.
Watch out for Arya, watch out for Arya. She's got the lurk on you. The bot and the woman.
Did Shreya just get a turret kill?
Yeah, Shreya literally got a turret kill. The turret and her were shooting down Arya. It was hilarious.
It's down to just Rio here. He seems to have failed his recon. That's what he's looking at. He's got a Spectre in his hand. 89 plus 22 HP.
Yeah, let me tell you this.
A man can hope. A man can dream. Seth.
I mean, this is dream all he wants, but this might just be in the bag with Casper taking out Rio for an easy.
First round of the second half for Team Asteria. The scoreline, folks, moving to 6-9. This game is not over yet. And if you guys are just tuning in, this is a League Egos India Invitational version 3, folks. This is an 8-team knockout with a prize pool of 50,000 rupees, 50 big ones, and that's what these teams are playing for. Every match is being played as a best of 3, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5, and that's going to be on Sunday, so make sure you guys are tuned in for that. It's going to be absolutely lit. Later tonight, we're going to see Team Valor facing off against Reckoning Esports. How psyched are you about that game, Seth?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see some big league names. I'm excited to see like top level frags. Beautiful amount of skill. Trans takes a muffin loop.
He gets dinked though. He gets dinked.
Yeah,
40 HP. 140. He's definitely down to like 10 HP. There you go. He is down to 10 HP.
Yeah, but again, I'm excited for the teams. I'm excited for all the gameplay. Again, I'm in it for the wins. I'm in it for the flicks. I'm in it for the headshots. I can't be more excited. Do this on a Thursday morning. Now 16K watching a nice little angle with her Vandal. Will she be able to get a couple headshots as Trans struggling with that health bar? Almost a 4 for 4. Just have to wait and watch what happens as Team Asteria still waiting. Hoax gets a wonderful kill onto Casper, putting his team at an advantage.
We get a second as well. Tried to go in for the third, but his
nice kill on the Hoax. The off is down, people.
And I think Hoax's dash was just blocked by Clouder.
Watching her angle, and just like that, ROG are at an advantage.
I'll tell you what here, there's going to be a few words exchanged there because Hoax's dash out from that position was blocked by Clouder, and that's what allowed Asteria to pick up his kill. But nonetheless, no damage done. The round has been secured, and now the scoreline 10-6 to ROG Academy. Team Asteria need to find something within themselves to fight back here. One SMG in the hands of Shreya, but Vandals and Phantoms all around, it looks like, with a half shield for both Muffin, Loop and Britzy. Round number 17, what have they got for us?
Have huge respect for Team Asteria for pulling out guns like that. Even with the light shield, we have seen this time and time again that you cannot risk it when it gets this close to the wire.
16K, did you see that Hoax was being naughty with that amazing operator? She punishes him for that.
Like I said, Team Asteria is definitely doing out the right stuff, definitely doing what they definitely need to be doing. Win these rounds, not taking those big risks. Do not be on the gun. Just go for it. Rio gets a beautiful kill on the Meow 16K, making it a 4 for 4.
True, that smoke though.
Arya doesn't get a kill. Muffin Loop is able to take one out for her team. Asteria in the driver's seat. Casper takes out Clouda. It's a 4 for 2. Run and gun for them. Vince, watching his friend get a little too risky. And there you go. Casper takes out Trans. Just like that, the 4 women can gang up. The last surviving member, Rio, gets taken out with Casper for a 3K.
Was that through the smoke like as well? There's an awful lot of kills through the smoke today.
Yeah, these people, smoke criminals, all of them, shooting through smokes, no fear at all, pushing a smoke too, waiting and biding their time. These players are very skilled and have a lot of knowledge on where the enemy might be.
7th round in the back though for Team Asteria. The scoreline now, folks, at 7-10. I'm excited to see Team Asteria fighting back here. They're not allowing ROG Academy to run away with the game like how they did on Haven. 16 and 11. Meow 16K is definitely feeling herself. Hoax is going to be on the ultimate, the Bladestorm, surely. And Rio has picked up an Odin, folks. Rio has picked up an Odin, so he is going to be on the other side. The Killjoy lockdown is going to be pulled out here by Shreya.
To wait and find out what happens. A beautiful toss molly.
Whoops.
By the Killjoy, or by the KO.
I think it bounced off in the wrong place though.
Oh, did it? I
It
didn't
did.
track that.
It unfortunately bounced back, but
Killjoy,
no one walks away. The KO ult being pulled out by Muffin, Loop, and this could be big here.
and they need to back out. Hero players detained. Now they take back the site. Oh. Not going for the defuse. The spike is in a beautiful angle to be watched by Meow 16K and her teammates. Pushing through the smoke. Gets a beautiful kill. What are you doing, Hopes? You can't just run into people like that. And just like that, Casper takes out Arya. Meow 16K takes out Trant as they try to smoke and jump on the spike, but it is to no avail. was in a pretty open spot.
Excellent post-plant positions from Team Asteria. Did you see the execution on that set? All three players in A main, avoiding that killjoy lockdown, getting that spike down in a brilliant spot for themselves, and just not allowing access to that spike for it to be diffused. Another round in the bag for them. Team ROG Academy here. I think it was a bit of a half buy. No, they're going to be in a half buy this round, and 5 sheriffs for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if the scoreline will move to 9-10 after this. They might be playing a little bit aggressive as well.
They should play a little bit aggressive, since if they know that they're saving, this might just be in their advantage to play a little bit aggressive. Area definitely have their footing with this and play to their guns and play to their skills. A nice smoke from Meow16K. Definitely gonna go towards side B, but ROG reinforces side B. Maybe have some sort of idea where they might be. They get a pick here. Rio definitely getting chunked out. Very, very hard. Arya takes a muffin loop though with that sheriff, making quick work. Advantage ROG. Meow16K running it back with that spike. Will she be able to get in a fight with Trans? And
are you seeing Trans's position? This could be huge. Trans needs to make this count. He does.
He does make it count.
He does.
16K. They have.
Gets traded out though. Gets traded out by Shreya, but
he does get traded out. Nice.
Arya is still here though, and A side is not available for free. They need to take down Arya if they have any hopes, and I think they also have Clouder as well. Take a look at Clouder's position in Under Heaven. Asteria have a decision to make here.
Spike, so he's pretty healthy. I mean, 2 of their team members are not healthy at all. Arya is trying to get those headshots on. Quite so much. The sheriff a little tricky with that. Oh, and they get a kill on the Blitzy, and just like that, Asper, the only surviving girl.
Can she save this round? Can she save this round? She cannot. Team ROG Academy have just pulled off an eco round, and Team Asteria will be hard done by that. Surely a thrifty round in the bag for ROG Academy. We love to see teams putting the sheriff to good use and making those rotations. And we have to talk about Trans, and getting that pick on Meow16K was huge as she was coming around in towards this A site from top mid. He did get traded out, but the damage was done set. And from that point on, Team Asteria just couldn't capitalize and make those guns work for them. An 11th round on the board for ROG Academy. Surely now Team Asteria nervously looking over their shoulders. Is this going closer and closer towards that match point mark?
Man, I do not want that. I mean, these players are so evenly matched. Just one or the other, and we just don't know yet. I can't make a call because Asteria still got it. Can still pull off some crazy moves and get back into the game, and this is the one game that I have faith we might just be able to go into game 3, but if Asteria lose this round, it might very well be over.
What a peek from Trans taking down Casper.
Amazing. Clouda again in a beautiful spot for Meow16K. Trans still looking at that angle, might just be able to find Meow16K.
They haven't cleared wines. They haven't cleared wines. Clouda is in wines.
What are you doing? No!
Spike down
Clouda
A.
takes out 2 members of Asteria.
Making sure to punish Asteria. Yeah, they didn't clear that angle, man. They just should have cleared that angle.
Always clear wine, yeah.
Shreya
gets a beautiful kill on the Rio.
A good pick on the Rio here.
Will she be able to put her team on her back? Again, apes together strong. They just need to 3v1 her, and they just might be able to make quick work of her. Yeah, in a very difficult spot right now.
Shreya's going to be coming out of a very, very unfortunate angle. Hoax has got her number. Look at that operator peak.
Clouda, yep.
This could be curtains for her. No, she will get the pick on Hoax.
What? Beautiful pick on the Hoax. Yeah.
14 seconds on the clock.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, this might be bad. Unfortunately, Clouda does know where she's hiding.
It's gonna wallbang her through that, and folks, it is match point. And Team Asteria will now surely be feeling a little bit nervous. They need to bring the goods in this round for sure. Let's take a look at their economies. They are going to be able to afford 5 rifles, so that's good news for them. And Meow16K does have the Bladestorm as an option. They've got the Lockdown as an option. Astra's got her wall, and Britzy's got the Hunter's Fury as well. On the side of Team ROG Academy, they've got the Hunter's Fury. there as well, so an easy counter for the Killjoy lockdown. They've got the Astro Wall as well, and Rio has an Odin in his hands. Stand by, folks, for some carnage in B main. Stand by in just a minute. As soon as he releases that recon.
Odin might just
There it
be
is.
work. Yep,
There
and
it
there you go.
is.
He's tagging and dinking people left and right. You see that yesterday, how beautiful the Odin works. Shadow gets a beautiful kill on the Clouda. Clouda taking one of the sisters away. Folks, it's a nice kill on the Muffin Loose, giving ROG the advantage. ROG now pushing in. Push for their victory. No, Britzy gets a kill on the Arya, punishing their high aggression. Trent with a nice
One
kill.
enemy remaining.
Just like that.
Spike down mid.
ROG might have this one in the bag.
But Shreya's not done yet, bro. Shreya's not done yet. This is a 1v2 situation. She doesn't have the spike.
I got the spike.
Will she get the kill onto Trance? This is looking risky. The smoke here. We will find out very, very quickly. Breathing. Heavy breathing. Monka S.
This is intense.
There,
This is
gets the
intense.
tag down.
She does get the kill onto Rio, but
Defenders win.
Trance from behind will be able to pull
Wow.
off that trade. And in the end, wow, 13-8. Team Asteria, they were really fighting for that one, but ROG Academy too strong in the end. Honest thoughts, Seth. Did you think that was going into tiebreaker?
I really wanted to. Both players were so evenly matched. I think it was just 1 or 2 rounds that made the difference. And again, props to ROG. They played an incredible round. They were very, very, very good. They knew exactly how to approach every situation. They were not messing around at all. Definitely no mistakes made on their part. They played a very, very, very good game of Valorant. They should be proud of themselves, how the way they handled themselves, because Asteria, you saw, if you gave them any room whatsoever, they were able to take the round and just use it to their advantage. But ROG definitely proving why they were able to take out Asteria. Just pure sheer skill. These people were amazing. Amazing game today. Sad day for Asteria indeed. I know going in they might have been the tournament favorite for me, but I mean I'm a little sad, but again, what better team and what better gunplay to see from ROG than this game, these 2 games.
Absolutely, man. I mean, I have to talk about ROG's performance in Haven. That was dominance, absolute dominance. 13-1. They left no stone unturned, to let everyone know who's boss in that match. In this second match in Ascent, I thought Asteria was doing really well in a scoreline of 7-5. I thought it was well balanced, but hey, the magic number, Seth, they went past it. The magic number was 5 and Team ROG Academy got 7, and that was enough for them to defend against, and they showed us that. But credit to where credit is due. Well played to Team Asteria, but ROG Academy just coming out on top in today's game. Folks, I hope you guys enjoyed watching that one. That will end match number 1 for us for today. But don't go anywhere, because we are going to have the next match coming up in just about an hour from now. It is going to be Team Valor facing off against Reckoning Esports. I'm excited about this. I'm excited to see Strokey play. I'm excited to see RGE's Lost Boss play as well. I mean, both these players have been so aggressive in our last tournament. Strokey was playing in our last tournament. I think he was playing for Pistol Esports, but I'm excited to see him with his lineup tonight. That match kicks off at 10 p.m. Don't go anywhere. If you're just tuning in, folks, this is an 8-team knockout. The teams are playing for a prize pool of 50,000 rupees, and all rounds are going to be played out as best of 3s, except for the finals, which is going to be a best of 5. That's going to be on Sunday. So make sure you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel and have that bell icon click so you get notified when we go live. My name is Grizzly and this is Grey Knight. Both of us will be walking you guys through the games all the way through Friday, and I'm super pumped for the semi-finals as well, which is scheduled for tomorrow. Excited about it. One last announcement before I let you guys go. The Battle Pass giveaway is live. We're giving away Battle Passes every week, folks, to one lucky Instagram follower. So if you haven't yet followed us on Instagram, make sure to jump into the description and do that right away. Who knows, you might just win the next Battle Pass. We announce a new winner every Wednesday. And with that, Seth, thanks so much for your time, man. I'll see you in about an hour for the next game. I'm excited for it. I'll let you go, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, folks. We'll see you guys in an hour from now.
Guys, in an hour.
Game over. over.